Brady, is there anything specific that South Carolina's defense was presenting that kind of had you guys go off on a slow start in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, I think they were playing hard. They came out in the second half. They played hard. They didn't lay down, and I think we lacked some execution stuff, and we just got to put the game away much earlier.
Flip side of that, what's it say about you guys? Coach said coming in 8 straight weeks, he was curious about the energy. It's a spot you easily could have looked ahead. What's it say that you came out and played the game you did in the first half?
Yeah, I mean, I think that says a lot. We were excited to play that game. We came out strong. Obviously, the first series wasn't great, but then, we picked it up pretty quick. And, ultimately, that fast start decided the game. So, super proud of how we started and ultimately how we finished. Proud of that last drive and super proud of our team. That was a team win.
On the first touchdown to Luther, what did you see kind of from the defense on that? Did it look like Luther didn't even see it until it was right on him, and just what a play that was that he made on that?
Yeah, we were looking for cover 4, and that's what we got, so it was perfect. It's what we practiced all week. Cody, me and him sold a great play action fake, and safeties came down just enough, and Luther was able to get over the top. So, we repped that all week against that exact look. So, credit to the coaches for that plan, and credit to Luther, the O-line, Cody. That was just all-around good execution.
Brady, a lot of people will look at today's box score and focus on Cody's numbers. Can you talk a bit, speak to what the offensive line has been able to do lately as far as being able to establish and win at the point of attack?
Yeah, pass and run game. They're dominating. They're playing really, really well. The penalties have been limited. They're focused on that, and they're just playing really well. I know Cody has a lot of confidence right now running the ball behind them. That's huge.
Brady, the rest of the season, I guess, is kind of going to define what the year is about. But what does it mean to you to put yourself in this spot at this point, to be 7-1 and perched as you are?
Yeah, I'm truly blessed. To be 7-1 heading into bye week, very, very blessed. I know the team's really excited. I'm really excited. We're going to get healthy, and we're going to make a run at it. So,
and specifically with Georgia up on the other side of this, I know you're not thinking about that game yet, but I do wonder just how enticing that opportunity is going to feel.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a big one, especially coming off the bye. We're going to be ready. We're going to be prepared. We're going to give it everything we got.
Can you describe Cody's role on the other 6 days of the week, if you will, what he means to the offense in the meetings, around campus, what have you?
Yeah, he's a leader. He's as much of a leader as I've seen in this game. There's no one else I would rather do this with, that's for sure. Everybody trusts him. He's always going to do his job. He's going to do his part. And he's playing great ball. So the other 6 days of the week, he's the man. He's a leader, holding everybody accountable. He's doing his part. So.
Brady, last week he had 40 yards rushing. Today, 9 carries for 64 and a touchdown. Being behind that offensive line, you kind of having that knee injury, how does that kind of help you knowing that you're safe behind that line, getting you able to run now?
Yeah, that's huge. Obviously, I'm feeling much more healthy in the lower body, and so I was able to run a little bit more. And your line's doing a great job. I'm not taking many hits, and I'm doing my best to protect myself when I can. And it starts up front, like you said. So they're getting a great push. They're protecting me in the pass game. They're giving me opportunities to run and extend plays. So.
Brady, speaking of that, it looked like on Cody's touchdown, the 10-yard touchdown run, like you turned to the sideline to celebrate almost as soon as you handed him the ball. What did you see that made you realize it was going to be such an instant TD?
Yeah, he was supposed to be offset, but he made the call to go in the pistol because they were bringing solid pressure, and he split it, cut it backside, and immediately I knew, with that pressure and that look, once he made that cut, it was end zone.
Brady, it's kind of a nostalgic question, so forgive me or follow me, please. But when you were a kid growing up in St. Louis, you drive in, I assume, 2013, 2014 for some of the great games. Now the new generation of kids are going to do the same thing. What's that drive like when you're getting close and you're coming in and it's game day?
Yeah, it's exciting. Saturdays as a kid was something I'll never forget for sure. I think this tops it though. Being out there and playing, I think it tops it. yeah, I mean, this is definitely something I've thought about, and to be in the game and actually out there doing this, it's incredible.
And as part of your point there, Brady, about obviously having the record you have right now and having the chance to be like those teams in 13 and 14.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You know, we're trying to bring back success in Mizzou, and ultimately, you know, SCP. You know, we've said it for months. So we have something to prove, and that's going to stick with us. I think we're proving it.
Brady, I know you probably don't spend a lot of time watching it when you're on the sidelines, but can you describe as a quarterback how difficult things get when the opposing defensive line is doing something like what yours did today to Spencer?
Oh man, I feel for him because, yeah, I mean it's incredible. I mean, the confidence I have in our defense is, you know, just to know we're gonna get you know, opportunities to go back out there and drive down the field and increase our lead. And yeah, you know, to be on the opposite side of that, it's not very much fun. It makes things very, very tough. So.
Brady, do you ever get used to the Luther Burton circus catches, or are you still in awe like the rest of us?
I've seen a lot of them, especially in practice too. So, you know, they add up. But no, I mean that touchdown today, I was like, man, he really caught that. So yeah, he continues to impress me.
Brady, Cody Cooper led the team with 6 catches today. How have you seen your connection with him grow, obviously this year?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing with Mookie is I can always trust he's gonna, you know, be in the right spot. He knows his stuff. He prepares harder than anybody, and he's worked for this. I'm super proud of Mookie. You know, we haven't gotten him in the end zone yet, and that's something I want to do really soon. But man, he's doing his job. He's running his routes as hard as he can. He's being in the right spots, and he's making plays. So super proud of Mookie.
The last couple of years, teams have gone in to play Georgia, and even their coaches have said, I think we were beat before we got in there. We got psyched out. What was last year's game, the way you guys played them? How did that affect your preparation?
Yeah, you know, I think for the guys that were with us last year, it's going to give us confidence knowing, you know, we're not out of this game before we step on the field, obviously. We're going to have confidence going into the game. We're going to be prepared. You know, we're going to give it everything we got. You know, it's just another game.
Brady, do you feel like you put together a full game offensively this season?
You know, I think the closest was no, we haven't put a complete game together yet. We're working on it though.
What would it look like?
I don't know. I mean, it's tough to put a complete game together. You know, that's something I think we're always working towards, and football is never going to be perfect. But I guess we'll come back to that question.
Anything else?
Appreciate it.